Hiya folks, I'm Grim and welcome to Grim Grooves. Today we'll be checking out Ego Renegade Boy featuring Kagamine Len by Foley, which just dropped a few days ago and I'm super excited to check it out. Even though I know nothing at all about Kagamine Len, I'm assuming they're another Vocaloid like Miku and Seniteto. I would assume, because that's just what most of Foley's collabs have been with. But I guess you guys can let me know down in the comments, because I have no idea who this character is. Or if they are just an actual VTuber or something like that, that's also possible. But anyways, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, because I've still got so much more to check out from Foley, JVP, and so many other things. I'm always diving into new stuff. And also, if you'd like to request something, you can request it down in the comments, or through Patreon tier 2 or 3. I'll also be checking out their song Connect Commune with Hatsune Miku after this over on my Patreon if you'd like to check that out, if you'd like to see more from my channel. But without further ado, let's check out Ego Renegade Boy featuring Kagamine Len.
I'm sorry for your loss. Our life got short, it's such a tragic love. Now you're put on her. We'll keep her in that hot spot. One of this one morning, one that cannot really walk. Jerry's out, they die for a tradition. Voices shout, but lights on your hands. If I'm not the one that is to live with, right on this day will wash up no matter how it ends. Find the boundary of lies and dream. Irony by 2, 3, so set the scene. It's all of me. Who's it gonna be? TV, a liar, watch another die. I force the issue. Wanna waste of time. It's wrong, it's right. Gotta do the right, so they will hang. It's high, and high. Cheeky, I'll take the left.
That crunchy beat. I love these as random, like, descending piano melodies and things like that, or maybe it's a synth keyboard or something like that, but regardless, like, it's just really cool. Like, so many interesting melodies and things like that going on here. And even Kagamine Len's voice, it's so different from the other Vocaloid voices I've heard. Like, just the cadence and everything like that. It sounds so interesting because it's just so unlike the others that I've heard. I'd say it's probably the closest to Teto, maybe, but again, I don't know enough about Vocaloid in general to be able to make any kind of sweeping kind of comparisons or anything like that. But still, it's really interesting. And again, all the different melodies are so kind of jumbled and so, like, intense. They're all over the place. Like, I feel like this isn't as cohesive as some of their other songs, but I think it's meant to be a little bit frantic, a little bit more intense, and a little bit all over the place. But I guess we'll find out, so let's keep going and see what else there is. It's crazy, because this is already really interesting.
It's such a lot of it's not a bit too to see a chain of just a sound. Did you know how dreams are explorations? One single sentence, I'll twist our so tell me I am new heart. And then the show relation. Ain't that you think for a spring joy, cause you'd never see me gone. Don't look away from the boy who smiles by such flame. Reclaim the right chain, and you don't feel the same.
That piano there.
Unseen. Irony learns and breathes and lives and breathes. It's not what we baby, who's it gonna be? TV, a liar, watch another die. I force the issue. Wanna waste of time. It's wrong, it's right. Gotta do the right, so they will hang. It's high, and high. Got to put a jump into the fire. It's fine, it's alive. Did you know that heavy heart? Did you know how a fragile ego adorned the skies? Did you know how? Did you know the nights spent crying and my voice dropped low? Did you know how? If you knew you'd know I can't time and go.
That was such an interesting breakdown. I'm actually going to go back and get a little bit more. I'm curious, like, is this character, like, canonically trans or something like that? Or I don't know what this is referencing to, but it seems like maybe Ego Renegade Boy, and, like, so much talk of, like, being drawn and quartered and firing squads and things like that. It's like trying to take down a half of yourself or something like that you don't like, or that you maybe formerly were or something. It's really interesting. I was assuming for half of the song that they were talking about, like, another character or something like that, like maybe a a partner, like girlfriend or whatever, something like that. But who knows? I mean, I don't know enough about the character to be able to make any kind of claims. But so far, again, just the way that this song is growing and changing, it's so frantic. Like I've said that before, but like compared to the other songs I've heard from Flavor Foley, a lot of them are just very, like, they're very intense, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of craziness in those songs, but it's a very cohesive generally. Whereas this one, it seems like it's just all over the place. Like, it feels very, like, manic almost, or very, like elements of insanity because of just how frantic it is overall, especially the different melodies we're getting here. Just, like, so many different, like, random synth stings or just synth melodies and things like that are very, like, canned, like, very like canned percussion beats and things like that. It's a really interesting style. So far, I wouldn't say this is my favorite of Flavor Foley songs. Like, there's been some incredible ones, but this one isn't necessarily on the top of my list. But I guess we still got a minute left, so it could win me over even more. But it is pretty solid, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of things I do like. It's just not, it doesn't draw me in as much as some of the other ones. But it's still really solid.
Did you know the night spent crying and my voice dropped low? Did you know I, if you knew you'd know I had time and the
Wow. Kagamine Len V4. So I'm assuming that Kagamine Len is definitely a Vocaloid, because I'm assuming, just based on version 4 and stuff like that. The only other thing I'd seen like that was like Neurosama with different versions, but I don't know. But regardless, I mean, it's really interesting. Like, I'm learning so much more about Vocaloids each new song I check out, because again, I just had no exposure to them whatsoever before this. The art style of this video is really cool. Like, so far every Flavor Foley song I've checked out, the music videos are incredible. Like, the people who do the music videos and the animations and stuff like that are just really well put together. Like, all the animations and everything like that, it's really cool to see. But the music for this one, like I said, I don't think it's as good as some of their other songs. It was still fairly solid. Like, there was some interesting moments and things like that. It's just, it didn't really mesh with the Vocaloid voice as well as some of the other ones. Like, and I've really listened to a lot of the songs I've listened to. Like, I mean, I've only heard a handful so far from Flavor Foley and JMP and stuff. So again, I don't know all of them. I don't know enough to like pull from every single one and say like this is at this point compared to all the others. But of the ones I've heard, this is definitely one of the lower ones in terms of like my overall enjoyment of it. It was okay, but it just didn't feel as cohesive. And I think, again, that's intentional. It's supposed to be a little bit like all over the place and frantic and manic and stuff like that, but it just didn't really feel as cohesive. Like, it just didn't, like, the hooks weren't as, like, didn't draw me in as much as some of the other songs I've heard from this group. And overall, like, although I appreciate a lot of elements of this, it just wasn't my favorite of theirs, so it is what it is. But I'm still looking forward to checking out Connect Commune over on my Patreon, because who knows, it's another one with Miku, so I guess we'll see. But it was really interesting. Again, I really appreciated the art style and everything like that, and there was elements that I really liked, like the piano melodies, like a cascading piano melodies that was almost like water flowing or something like that, and the different, like, intensity of the lyrics was also really interesting, like the way it was like circling around, and even just like the lyrics themselves, of course, just like really raw and crazy, like most Flavor Foley songs. I mean, ever since Butcher's Vanity, when I first checked it out, like every song I've checked out has been really crazy in terms of the lyrics. But the crazy lyrics and crazy animations aren't enough to make me really like the song more than I do, because it just, again, it didn't feel like it worked as well as some of the others. It didn't have as many hooks, didn't really kind of like have those earworms that stick with you, like, going forward. Like, I don't know that any parts of this will really be repeating in my head going forward over the next couple days like they usually do with these songs, because it's like Flavor Foley is just at such a high. Like, every song I've heard from them has just been so good that I feel like this is just kind of a step down in terms of like just how much I've enjoyed them. But I mean, there's probably plenty of other people who really like this one. It just wasn't for me, but it was pretty, like, there's things I liked about it still, but even if I didn't like it overall as much as I could have. But whatever, I mean, it is what it is. But anyways, thanks for hanging out watching my reaction. If you liked it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time, later days, folks.